Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How you doing? What's up, big boys toys? What's up? How you doing, my friend? Hope everything is good with you in your life. There's my baby doll. How you doing, mama? Hell yeah. Alrighty, we got Corey in the house. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing good today, my friend. Hope everybody's having a good day. Maybe even getting to burn some nitro. Oh, Rinks just ended his live. Hell yeah. So, we're going to get this beautiful specimen ready to go in this beautiful specimen. And I don't know if this is the newest version. I think it's version 3 of the reds. The earlier ones were red, of course. But this has the three different low, medium, and high grip settings on it. Forced through aluminum clutch. This is a 32 millimeter, which works for, I think, Offner and Mugen, something like that. I know Mugen for sure. It doesn't say on here. Anyways, then we got a ProTech 16 tooth. Comes with a couple of bearings. Hell yeah. He's still yapping, but soon. Well, yay for him. Thank you, Corey. Smack that like button, people. 6 of you done forgot. But that's all right. So yeah, we'll start by getting these parts onto this. And then, I don't know how much cleaning we're going to do with the car. I think I'm going to switch back to the white wing. I mean, it looks all right, but we'll go back to the white and knock a little bit of the dust off. But yeah, we'll get this set in there. Ready for the track. Better plug in my phone before it dies. I feel like this is sitting at an angle. There we go. Maybe that's a little better. We'll give it a few more minutes, let some more people join in. And we'll get started wrenching on this baby. Heat wasn't too bad today, but it is starting to warm up around here. In case anyone's interested, PTK 7053. Hardened clutch bells. You know, that way we don't destroy it by running a soft metal. Like for some reason some people do. And then this guy here, looks like it's part number MUQU0065. Often guy, what's up, brother? How you doing? What's up, Lotus? How you guys doing? Yeah, so like I said, I don't know if this is like a new version they've come out with or how long this thing's been out, but I saw it and I grabbed it. RPM, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hell yeah. Welcome to the show, everybody. Yep, so like we were rambling on about, this is the Reds, what does it say? Pros? Is that what that is? Oh no, it's just Reds on both sides. Thought maybe it says something else. And in small writing, it says Reds Tetra Clutch. If I don't forget when we get the other engine out, take a look at it, do a little comparing. But, yep, so there's that guy. That collet's way up in there. And of course, this is the ProTech 16 tooth, made specifically for the Mugen, or sorry, yeah, Mugen. Yep. Right there, Mugen Offla style. Scratch? No scratches. Will there be ramps in this show? No, not tonight. Mugen. I know I'm not one of the cool kids. The cool kids fire them up on the lives. The cool kids get the ramp out. Not this guy. Man, she's a tight fit. Just better turn my volume down. my collar is tight. I thought these were all just about the same. Need to give me a rag. I'll be right back. Oh, look at you go, Corey. My brother, how you doing, sir? I appreciate you. Awesome of you, my friend. Lotus, member for 10 months. Wow, how time flies. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. Come on, get in there. It's hard to tell if you're in the right spot when you use the rag. It's so pretty, I don't want to mess it up. I didn't really like mark it, but it left some orange shirt behind. Yeah, it marked it just a little bit, but it happens. Bob's RC, what's up? How you doing? Oh yeah, welcome everybody. Cool. I meant to check it before I put it in there, but it is set on the low bite. It didn't come with options of springs, so I don't really know for sure what the tension on these springs are. But since the track's so loose, I figure I put it on a low bite. Maybe it'll keep me from just blowing the tires off of it. Let's see how it sits. That's nice. I didn't have to put a shim in there. Hell yeah. I know I got another shim. Try not to have to get my little container out and dig for one. Thought I had another one sitting right here. Come on, get in close. It's like the inner hole's too small for the shaft. Alright, so I gotta dig. Nitro Bob, what's up? Nerd Rink sent you. King Nerd sent you in. High Volume RC, what's going on, brother? John Smith, hey, you got it dirty. Yes, I did. Damn, Corey dropped another one. My brother from another mother. Thank you, sir. That's very, very cool of you. Alright, I gotta dig out another shim. I gather. I hate trying to dig these shims out of here. And take at least one more. Trying to locate a good screw. I know if I set this down flat, I'm going to lose the shims. Travis, what's up, my brother? RCX, how you doing? Good to see everybody coming in. It's like I got a bunch of screws here, but they're all so long. Might have to wait till I take the other one apart. Metro Pimp, what's up? He found his wrench. Oh, King Nerd in the house. What's up, Rings? How you doing, bro? Sorry I couldn't make your live, but I was working and eating dinner, and I just didn't get a chance to. What clutch setup you using? This is the it's the red Tetra version 3. 32 millimeter diameter on the flywheel. And a ProTech 16 tooth made for the Mugen. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find a screw. It's like I got these, but if it's not too long, I'll use it. I think that's going to be too long. I think it's going to bottom out. Yep. But I'm going to keep that in there until I find another screw so my shims don't fall. I've got screws in here somewhere just for this. I used you as the thumbnail. That's funny. I did see the thumbnail. Oh, shit. I mean, I know I look a little scroungy, but I didn't think it was that bad. Damn it. That screw's got too much build on it, up on it or something. Alright. Sit right there. Man, that is some funny shit, brother. I think somewhere in this mess. Because all the savages, I find a lot of Phillips head screws, but I don't want a Phillips head screw. I don't really want that. That's just going to stick out too far. I'm gonna go ahead and put the screw in and we'll see what we pull out of the car. Maybe I'll switch it over. And make sure that it works. I'm like you guys, I don't really like the Phillips heads, especially for this particular spot. But heating it up, it seems right. Damn it, that one's too long too. What the hell? I think I got the right ones in here either. I got so many different screws. None of them are right. Damn it. What the hell? All aspects, what's up? I'm getting a day, but I'm fighting the good fight of a medicated. I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed you, I do apologize. So many screws, but never the one you need, right? I mean, yeah, look at that. And some of these have multiple different screws in it, and none of them are right. Alright. Pick one of these little Phillips heads ones that I didn't want to use. It's not even the right size. They're all too long. What the hell is going on here? I know I'm not out of these screws. I think that's the same screw I just tried to put in there. There's the shenanigans. Yep, same shit. Maybe we're gonna go really short. That screw only wants to go down so far, so definitely not going to do that. I think I see the bad spot. Urgh. What's that? Okay, so maybe I have one left. Maybe. Okay, so that's gonna work. Finally. I need to restock that one particular screw. It looks like. Grizzly, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Gonna make a purchase. Often used screws. Seems like you ran into this problem before. Oh, I'm sure. I run into this all the time. Love to have it, but money say I must wait. There will be others. One's supposed to be hitting some kiosk XXL. Huh. Something new on the market? Alrighty, big boys, until we see you in a little bit. Okay, so make sure that this fits all the way. Make sure we got proper play. That's probably about the max. What do you guys think? I don't think it's too much. I think it's right on the verge of too much. I feel like I should put another shim in there. This seems like a lot. Nerdsman. As long as the shoes don't pop out past the belly, it'll be fine. Yep. Mark Nugent, what's up? Welcome back, brother. Thank you guys for hanging. Thank you guys for helping out the channel. Oh, that may be too much and no play at all. Seems like that last shin was on a little on the fat side. Oh, get in there. Cool, we still have play. All right. Now we'll get her Loctited in. I see you. Stop with them damn chili dogs. Nobody wants no freaking chili dogs, Rinks. You guys can have your wiener fun over on your channel. Oh, wieners are fun. Make sure we didn't get any down in the bearing. We only want it down in the hole. I do it to see if you're paying attention. Well, I know how much you guys like your wieners over there, and I don't want nothing to do with your wieners. Alrighty, so that is ready to go. Down in a hole, losing my soul. Allison Chains played that song on TV Unplugged. I became a fan. Yeah, I liked Allison Chains. Back in the day. I'm into much heavier stuff now, but they were a good band. Good old 90s grunge. Alright. Get out the way. So yeah, this is a dirty beast. Where is my X-Acto knife? It's here somewhere, I know it is. What the hell did I do with it? What the hell's going on? Found it. Needs a new blade anyways, tip's dull. Travis, you got us Nitro. What'd you get, brother? Video's up and ready. It's about 8 minutes long. We're here. I'll tell you what. Let me see here. It's up right now. Regular video. Oh, where's the sound? I got no sound. I don't know why I never get any sound on this computer. Hold on a second, guys. We're gonna get some sound. I mean, it says the sound is up. Sound. Volume's up. I mean, what the hell? Why? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to plug the old TV in then. Can't do it on the computer for some stupid reason. Don't think. No, I don't know why. I've never been able to get the sound on this computer. It's 36 Celsius here today on Winnipeg, 96.6 Fahrenheit. Bounce foot index through the shorts. Alright. Here we go. Put the computer on the floor. Put the TV back up on the table. We're gonna watch you on the big screen. Give me a second to get warmed up. First talking video, don't y'all clown me too bad. I hated hearing myself the first time. Alright, let's see. Since I can't put it on my phone and stream it over, we're gonna try it like this. Where you at? Oh, there's Travis. Oh.
Keep passing the info on to me, and I pass it on to other people, and that's our community, and that's the way we help each other out. All right, y'all have a good night. Peace.
Oh, I just caught the end of it. Serpent Sport. Hell yeah, brother. Except it looked normal on the computer, but then on the TV it was flipped. Let's see what the hell's going on here. There we go.
Hello there. How's everybody doing? All right.
Hell
I've been
yeah,
talking
brother.
about this for about 6 months now. Just getting back into the RC Nitro scene. I like the Nitro cars, and I've been talking about it 6 months, ever since I joined the different groups, Nitro Gang, and I follow OG Nitro. I follow Nitro Addiction, JP's, and a few more other guys. And they help me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. Giving a shout out to all of y'all. Not only those three, but all of you, and you know who you are because you're in the streams every week, and I appreciate it. But just to kind of bring you up to date, I got my gift, early birthday gift in the mail today, and I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I got for it, and it all came today. So, to start out, I like using the Protect product, so I got a receiver pack. It's the Protect RC Life 1600 mAh, just because I don't really want to mess around with LiPo, and so I just decided to get this for my receiver pack. So I think it's gonna work out good. You know, just something to get me through 4 or 5 runs, not a lot. So like I said, I like Protect, so I went with Protect. Then over here, I picked me up some OS 8 glow plugs. So I'll probably use these to break in and run it on. I got about 4, but I end up ordering more. Like I said, I like OS plugs, and they were highly recommended to me by my boy OG up there in Michigan. Like to give a shout out to him. And also, I got me a body. I'll probably end up painting it sometime, I don't know when, but I got me a body to paint. First time painting the body, so it shouldn't be hard. But I've watched plenty of videos, and I'll watch a few more before I decide to cut it out and paint it. So got me a body for it, and I'm pretty sure you can tell by the body that you know that it is a buggy, you just don't know what buggy it is. And also, I picked up the paint that I'm gonna use, is what us old schoolers call flip-flop. And it's the Spastics gold, green, orange, and purple color change aerosol.
Oh, nice.
I decided to use
Those are high-dollar paint jobs on real vehicles.
And I do not want to use an airbrush. I'm leaving that up to OG. And I'm sure he's going to do one hell of a paint job on Ghost. So, yeah, flip-flop paint. And I'm going to use this black backer to back it in. Once I'm done with the original paint job, I'm gonna use this black backer. And then for my windows, I'm gonna do some tint on it. And it's called Candy Shadow Black Window Tint. Spastics, this was recommended to me by Rinks because I was looking for flip-flop paint. So I'm gonna try that out. And hopefully it'll work out. And I'm sure it will, because I live down here in the South and it's always sunny, so I'm sure it's gonna look good. And I will be putting my own radio in there, Radio Link, which was recommended to me by my friend OG and the Nitro Club up there in Michigan. And if it would have been for him, I would just probably be running the RTR radios that come with all my vehicles. But I like this one. I got it hooked up to my Kia Show MP9, and I really like it. So shout out to OG for recommending this, and I like it. Nice radio.
Just be careful with them. Mine got all glitchy on me.
Replacing the stop
So
receiver
starts getting
and
glitchy.
putting this in.
I don't know if it's the receiver controller or whatever, but just be careful with them. Decent budget remote though.
Before we get to the big reveal,
Oh man, you're killing me here with the suspense. Let's go.
Proline Badlands. That's what I'm gonna run on this puppy. Proline Badlands. And these are, in my opinion, if not the best, some of the best to run off-road in. And I'm just a basher, I'm not a racer, so I'll run these until there's no more rubber on them. But for just starting out, I'm gonna use the kit tires, of course. I'm gonna use those to do the break-in, and of course do the tuning and all that. I'm gonna use the kit tires, and then I'm gonna switch to these and take it through its paces. And right here, I got the VP 30% Ryan Lutz formula. I'm not into speed, I'm just into power. And since this is an RTR, I got the 30%. It's 30%, 9% oil. Start out with 4 quarts. I'll probably be ordering more of this. But right now it's gonna be this, and this will probably be all that I run, period, from now on. Because like I said, I'm not a speed dater. I just do power, and eventually I'll probably end up changing that engine out. So I'm just gonna go with 30% Ronnie Lutz. That was also recommended to me by JP. And so I trust those guys, and I kind of roll with their word, trust them, and like I said, learned a lot from them. Okay, all right. For the big reveal, what you all have been waiting for, finally made the decision, and it was hard. It was close between this vehicle and the Hobao VS2, but for me, I just decided to go with this because it was just a brand that I really trusted and had really looked at for years. And I really didn't know about the other brands until I really got connected into the groups and started watching different YouTubers. But this was, it was
VP,
really
this guy's
close
rich.
between this and the Hobao. I had the VS2 in my cart, and I just kept switching in and out. So finally, I made a decision.
I only get gallons because I get them at the hobby store. You order them through the mail, you're really only going to get quarts.
Introduce to you my purchase, and I decided to go with the Serpent Sport
Nice.
SRX8.
That's a nice car. I want one.
So, like I said, it was 6 months of hell for me, but with the help of some friends and YouTubers, I made a decision. And so I would like to give a shout out to OG because, like I said, he really was high on the Hobao, and I was too. But I decided to go with the Serpent because it was a brand that I really liked. And I was just hearing crazy things about the Hobao engine. And I'm not a master tuner, and it was just recommended to me that this engine might be a little easier to tune. So I went with this nonetheless, and I'm happy with my purchase, and I like that. I'm not gonna do an unboxing because I'm sure y'all have seen it 1,000 times. Y'all seen it on JP's channel. So I'm not even gonna do a unboxing of it. But this is what I decided to go with, and if you just give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe if you want. You don't have to, because I don't make my money from YouTube. I work an honest job every day, and I just do this for a hobby, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for watching my video, and thank you for the encouragement. Once again, OG, JP, NITRO Addiction, thank you guys. Appreciate you for all your help, and I'm gonna keep asking questions, and just keep passing the info on to me, and I pass it on to other people, and that's our community, and that's the way we help each other out. All right, y'all have a good night. Peace.
Awesome. Nice ride, bro. It's a good choice. I mean, couldn't go wrong with either one of those buggies. So, hell yeah, man. Happy for you.
Leslie's
Oh, shut up. Let me get set back up over here real quick. Someone put Travis link up. I should have shouted out my damn Mugen on there. You got a Mugen too? You don't even know how to do the link. Oh, maybe it's that. Copy link. Paste link. There we go. I think maybe I did it right. Your wrench isn't working. Your wrench is broken, bro. Alright. Awesome ride, bro. I like the Serpent. I've always wanted one. You know, it's like, for the most part, when I end up getting, getting a buggy or whatever it is that I get, it's, pretty much whatever's available at the time. So I got lucky with this Mugen, being that it was the price that it was available. So, long story short, there's never a Serpent available when I'm looking. At least not for the right price anyways. So oh man, I got sneeze. Sorry, I hate doing that on YouTube, but it's not like I have an option. Oh, get off of there. Well, at least we know it's a tight fit anyways. Man, that filter's nasty. That track shows no mercy. It just covers it. Yeah, I should have blown this off when I was at the track, but by the time I was getting ready to go do it, they were basically shutting down. Oh, really? You're really trying to strip out that screw? What the hell's going on? Come on. I might have to grab a new screw for that. Hell yeah, man. I think you're gonna enjoy the shit out of that buggy. And even as a basher, if you get a chance to go to a track, man, don't pass it up, man. It is a blast. Everyone's seen mods. I wonder where he's hiding. Subbing was number 69 winning. Mugen is my next video. Oh, that's some funny shit. That thing had a lot of play in it. Good thing we're taking things apart. So. Just wondering how much modifying I have to do. Alright, now you get the engine mounts off here. Man, that thing is dirty. That's nasty. Let's see. What? High heat and high humidity here, but never once had a problem with clothes. Save money buying nitros. You can't save no money with plugs. Plugs are ridiculous no matter what. You don't like that buggy, you go run it through a pig farm, I'll buy it. This old shit, new heart, baby. Yes, sir. That buggy will go through some things for sure. Man lives that long, Nitro Pimp. Anywho, alright. So the engine mounts must come off. I'm gonna take off the exhaust. Yeah, they were telling me up there at the track that there's a guy that does some repinching around here for like 25 bucks. I'm gonna see if I can't get this guy repinched. Even though I still got some pretty decent pinch, I'd like to get it tightened up a little. I think what I might do is get the R5R that has never been ran modified. Thinking about it. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm like you, Travis, I like power. I don't necessarily want all the speed, because knowing me, I'll just break shit. But I want the power. Like Rinks over here, my forearm's cramping. You know, on those Fridays that he just decides it's not in his best interest to go to work. Old forearm cramp. Nick B, what's up? How you doing tonight, bro? Yeah, and I had one of the guys at the track Sunday set my shit up. Handled so much better. So, yeah, good times, good times. Come on, guy. Dumb screw. Well, how did I get you in there? What in the world? I mean, you went in. You gotta come out. Yay. I think it's nasty. Sorry to shut you out more, brother. You've given me a lot of help also, but it's not a speed demon at all. Just like watching shit go and sound and smell. I got you, brother. Don't worry about you. I don't need recognition. I'm not a recognition kind of person. No worries at all. Renee, sorry for not getting back to you. Went to the track on Saturday for like 12 hours. I was there for like 6 on Sunday. So, no worries. Did anything help from what I told you? Yeah, but I let the guy there at the track set it up. He whipped out the tools and took over and got my ride height set. Told me my shocks were too full. Told me what to get. So this weekend I'm gonna get the right shock fluid. I'm gonna get this Mugen screaming around the track. But my Techno had lighter weight shock oil in it, so it worked better. And he got it set up, and man, it handled really well around the track. And I started driving like what they were driving, and I started getting pretty decent. But at the same time, I picked up one of these used babies. With one of these used babies. I don't know if you guys can see that. Samurai. So, that's what we're doing now, is getting it all set up with the new engine. But yes, every bit of what you guys tell me has helped out. I mean, even if it's not something that I'm, jumping right in and like tuning exactly, like I haven't gone through and changed anything that, that you were talking about with the blocks. But, all the information helps. So, very appreciative. So I guess next time we see you on the track, you'll be doing 30-second laps or less. Shit, the best laps I've seen anybody do there was like 49.50, something like that. Because that day that I was doing the the marshalling, I kept hearing the timer, like the little woman's voice computer thing that calls out the times, and most people were anywhere from 49 to 58, 59, and then the stragglers were up in like 105, 110. Usually when they were hitting that times because I had a crash. But yeah, it'll be a minute before I hit 1 minute, or even, into the 50s on that time. All I was saying was I started following their path. Like, I'm just seeing the light at the moment. But I'm just seeing how they're driving the track. I was just kind of timid going into the corners. And I mean, they're driving through the corners. So I started following their lead. And as the buggy kicks out, instead of letting off, I'm staying on the throttle and then steering through it. Like you should do. And these tires are getting wore down, so these didn't work very well. But those Falcons, those J-Concept Falcons that I put on the Techno, they work really well. But I ended up getting the soft ones, and they don't last very long on that track. So I've been getting like mixed opinions on, what runs out there. But hey, Nick, you're a racer. I asked JW this the other day. Do you know a racer by the name of AJ Schumacher? Sounds familiar? Yeah, well, him and his dad are the one that own the Nitro compound. And he had up on the wall a picture of him taking first place with Rhonda Drake standing to his right with the third place trophy. So he took first in the Truggy up there at Silver State. I think it was 2019. But yeah, so he's been helping me out a little bit with some tips. He's not the one I got this engine from, and he's not the one that set up my buggy, but they're all good people up there. They're all smart. They all know how to race. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool running into somebody that actually is, you know, been in the big time races with the big time racers. I said, "You ever beat Adam Drake?" He's like, "Yeah, once or twice." I was like, "That's cool as shit." But I don't know if they like hang out on a personal level, but like at the track and stuff, sounds like they hang out a little bit. But it's pretty cool meeting, you know, big time racers, especially getting to learn from them. JW, if you're listening, I'm coming for you, brother. Nah, it'll be a while before I get any good. But I mean, it's fun regardless. You know, I'm having a blast. But it's also pretty badass getting to learn from some people. It would be cool to have that last name, Schumacher. Is he a sponsored driver? I don't think so. And he made it sound like he raced for. He said he was 19 when he won that, and I think he raced pretty heavily for like 4 or 5 years around that point, and then took like 4 years off. And I think this was their first year back in a while. But I seen a picture of him holding up something. I don't remember what it said, but he was. It was a truggy event, and who was it? Ryan Mayfield. He was standing there with Ryan Mayfield, and he'd won first and something. I don't remember. It was something to do with truggy, but I don't think it was like a main race. I think they called it like a speed challenge or something. I don't know what all they do with those races. But no, I'd say, you know, ever since I got into RC, watching videos of these people, I've always wanted to, you know, kind of run into them and learn from them, and just, you know, always seemed like it'd be fun. And man, they're pretty cool people. Watch out for the HRCR and Brian Eater going down to AZ. Hell yeah. HRCR. What's that? Who is that? Coming up around Halloween, they're having a huge race out there. I don't know if I'll be, you know, I don't know if I'll be good enough to really get into that mix. We'll see. I mean, I doubt very seriously. You know, it takes a while to get good like that. But also, he brought you Ron's body for that. Shut up. But no, I mean, it'd be cool to, you know, to put some laps in, and you know, at least be able to jump in there and say, "Hey, I ran with the big dogs." I think that'd be fun. Hey, Mercy Raceway. Hell yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they're having a big one come Halloween. So I'm definitely going to be, if nothing else, watching. Yes, exactly. Practice. I'm gonna. You're putting that engine in my buggy, and you're not even going to let me hear it scream tonight. That's just not right. I mean, I can't. I get no place to fire it up. Yeah, just for you, Travis. Look at that beauty. This thing came with a little watered up paper towel in there. I guess I should put it back on. I need to see if I got a boot. A little rubber boot. Where'd it go? I've just seen the damn thing. What happened? Got some of those little exhausting Carburetor cover somewhere. There it is. You say I just saw it. Alright. Hell yeah. Now we're playing around with a dirty ass car, don't have to worry about it getting dirt in there. Anywho, heard Orbis cleans a dirty rig. Just saw my neighbor, his granddaughter put a big smile on my face. I bet. Like down power washing the compressor. Yeah, I meant to hit the compressor when I was out there, but Cheatham's back. What's up? What's the best way to clean a rig like that? Compressed air. I mean, if you want to deep clean it, pull the engine out, pull the electronics out, and I mean, I always take them like completely apart when I'm doing that kind of a clean, but you can even just hit it with the dry brush. Here, I'll tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. This is what I did to it last time. Worked out pretty well. Alright, can you guys see? Hook them up. What? No water? I mean, can. But no, I'm not gonna spray it down. Yeah, like Simple Green works pretty good. Not necessarily. I mean, I guess an airbrush, yeah. Any kind of compressed air. Had to do plastic welding on 2-cylinder light bulb for my kid's car because he got T-bone and cracked the case around the. Damn, that sucks. Water bad for servos. I got waterproof servos. Don't you worry about that. But no, yeah, I don't like putting water on it, and very rarely do I like getting something like this wet. If I'm gonna get something wet, it's gonna be a Savage. That's what monster trucks are for. Walmart special, like $1.99 or something cheap like that. I mean, you're not gonna get a spotless with this, but you're gonna make a hell of a difference. Even just brushing it off like this. Main problem is all the, the oil from the nitro. Some of that shit gets kind of clumpy. This table is wobbly. If you want to get it really deep clean, you're best to take like the wheels off, the wing off. I mean, it's easy enough. You could even like pop off the front end, the rear end, and clean them individually. I don't really feel like doing all that. Well, I hadn't really even planned on doing this, but it needs it. And then if I had compressed air, it would help out quite a bit as well. Always a good idea to clean off around your fuel tank. I'm not going to worry about cleaning up these wheels because they're basically done. I'm going to boil these off and just get some rubbers to replace those. But I have a pair of, or set of wheels coming in. I don't know when they're going to make it. Should be here before the weekend though. They are the TZO 202s. I don't know if somebody's shooting off fireworks out there or firing off guns, but I just heard a big boom. I mean, that got most of it. Still a little bit up in the front here. What the hell? Sounds like they just started a mosh pit upstairs. But yeah, you can do that and get the, get the bulk off of it. And if you really want to get some of the more of the dust off, there's all kinds of ways. But there's different brushes you can get into these spots. You don't have to get it completely shiny every time. Better than what it was, but I mean, that's just a quick clean. Get some of the bigger stuff off, but it doesn't really, doesn't really do much. Get them started at Murian 1,000 pieces by the end of the stream. So, that destroyed the battery. That would suck. Body off its size. Fuck. To the pit and started crying. Aw. That sucks. Sucks clay is harder to clean, it sticks. Yeah. I've noticed pretty big difference between, running at this track and running up there in Omaha. I mean, like this is literally the desert, so it's like a hard crust with like a light sand, loose dirt on top, and they'll blow it off and then hose it down. It gets really good grip, but like they were doing that before the races, and I wasn't racing, so I didn't get to run on the freshly the freshly wet down track. And I think the time they did it before that was my bearings started locking up on me, so I had to do emergency surgery right then and there. Yep, he'll go opposite direction. Only doing this to tease me. Let this damn serpent fool you. I still want that Mugen. Hey man, I don't blame you, brother. If it was my serpent for sure, it'll be a long time before I make another buggy purchase. I might have something coming up here in the near future. Like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all exactly. What's the point of making them shiny? It's only gonna last for 2 minutes on the track. That's why I didn't worry about shiny. I know, I love getting the new wheels and looking at it. It looks all nice and clean, and then you go run it, you're like, damn it, that didn't last long. But That's nasty. That's some nasty dirt. Man, I think this looked pretty cool for an exotic paint job. It's often a guy's favorite color. He kept telling me that he wanted it. But I'm gonna go back with the white. Mark Garcia, what's up? Is it the Serpent RTR or the Cobra? It was the RTR. Still waiting to see a Savage at the track. Yeah, right? I mean, I take mine, but I haven't run it on there. You just eat. Yes, I think I did. A little bit. Yep, often likes pink. Went to an interview today, and they said they will do more interviews after me. That's basically a no. Aw. That sucks, bro. So glad I got a long weekend this weekend. Not me, man. They just put us back on 48 hours. 58 hours. So I don't even have my Saturday time to go up to the hobby store. I was going up there on Saturdays. I'll have to either do it Saturday after work instead of making like a day, like I would do like rounds and hit a few places and check some shit out. But now you either got to go hit the hobby store on Friday night or Saturday after work and get ready for Sunday fun day at the track. All right, there's that. What's yours doing? Dirt tastes like shit. Ohio dirt tastes bad. Yep. Sure, off the guy. Do you got a hobby town or what? I think there's a hobby town around here, but they're the really good place where they do races and stuff. It's called Action Hobbies or something like that. Really neat place. I'm gonna do some filming up there one day for you guys. But yeah, I haven't been to a hobby town around here, but I'm assuming that they do. I've never actually like looked it up. Come on, open up. Come on, get in it. There we go. Yeah, this pipe set's a little bit longer than my other one. I'm gonna do some adjusting here. Dirt takes a couple days to get it out of your nose. Yeah, not good. Digging that pink in this ribeye I'm bashing. Dude, yeah, I like pink in steaks. Not supposed to snort the dirt, Nick. The yellow wheels are faster for buggy and black for trucky. Sure, I'll try that out. Figured you'd be doing online parts for as cheap as you are. I'm pretty cheap and pretty much So most of the stuff I get is online. But like I go up there and get shock oil. Actually, I was looking for something else and they had a body, and I was like, well, I'm gonna take it. Paints, stuff like that. But yeah, most of the parts that I end up getting are online. I think he just said I'm cheap. But yes, I am a little bit cheap. You gotta be cheap if you don't want more money for nitros, right? Yeah, get in there. Come on, squeeze in there. It's like this wire is really long, and if you get the right angle, you get it to... Oh, come on, get in there. Trust me, you're gonna fit. Oh, I think I found the secret. Probably gonna have to trim that wire down, but I don't wanna. And what if I need it long again? Yeah, so what it's doing is it's going all the way through and it's hitting that steering post right there. And to get the right angle so it's not pushing me up against the fuel tank, I'm gonna have to trim it so it's not sitting on that post. I always hate doing this, but there's no other way to get this to fit in there. And no, I don't have a Dremel. I'm sure you guys done used a Dremel. All you gotta do is score it, and then you break it. Maybe. Damn paper towel yellow. Just another tool that I haven't gone and bought that I should. I recommend not following tractor's instructions. Yeah, I don't. Give him the pink is no longer available. What are you mouthing about now off the guy? Off the guy says, Nick B, that's hilarious. No, it's not. It was a little funny. Thinking the pink is no longer available. Already read that. Quick question for all you guys. I bought a Dynamite 19 and the manual, almost the same as a Traxxas break-in. What do you guys recommend? I recommend not following Traxxas instructions. Got for people selling a tire lot as well. I saw one on eBay where it looked like a bunch of tires, and they wanted like, I mean, it's ridiculous, like $100 and some, and I'm like, no, they're all bald. Is that the one you're talking about? Heat up, cool down, heat up. Keep it light and sweet. Are you talking about this piece of wire that I broke? Oh, you're talking about the engine, gotcha. Heat cycle is very important. Virgin metals, don't just run tank after tank out. You have to spit the metal debris out of the exhaust as well. Yep, they're not taught crap to nitro. Dude is bigger than me. I'm not that big, I'm short. 2 heat up cycles, 230, 245, and let it cool before you even think about starting a new engine. Yeah, I did that Alpha, I did 4 heat cycles on it before I ever fired it up, and then I did like 4 idle tanks, you know, giving it a little bit of idle up so that it would maintain that 220, and then I ran a couple of gentle tanks on the ground and then started like running it, but not like leaning it yet, you know what I mean? But after a few tanks of running around the track, I did start leaning it out a little bit, but by that point, she was good to go. Oh, did that work? Oh, sweet. It worked. Yeah, so this is the Samurai. I don't know what the numbers on it are. 2090? Don't know what that means. Haven't looked it up, so I don't know. You know, if, I don't know if this pipe is more low end, mid, high. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I know. Oh, you know what? I can feel these screw heads really wearing down on that track. Dude, it's pretty cool. When I was out there marshalling, you see these buggies coming up over one of those. It was like one of the triples where it shoots up and then it, like you end up higher ground, and it's on that back corner, and then there's another jump up into the turn. And like every time those buggies hit, there was some rocks there, and they just kept throwing sparks. And I was like, oh. Oh, that's way too tight. So is that. Let's see what this looks like. Steve, what's up, brother? How you doing? I think the fuel use has a lot to do with good break-in, like the VP basher. But yeah, that's what I'm using for my my Dragon 4. I always like a little extra oil when I'm doing the break-in. This tractor's feel any good? No. For the 3.3s, for some reason they like a lot of oil. Suzuki Samurai. Suzuki gets more nuki. Can also add more cash flow. Yeah. Yeah, that hobby store that I used to go to in Omaha, they had a bottle of Klotz castor oil. But I figured I would end up doing too much and then it would just be a gummy mess. Yep, Bob's always got great advice when it comes to engines. Very smart man, which a lot of smart people in here. No, as a cleaner. You run on VP for sure. Just don't run that jump 20%. It runs way hotter. Hey, easy. Jump 20%. I mean, you know, if you don't have a vehicle that's shimmed for 30, you should be running 20. You know, RTR, a little different. Still feel like that's too loose. And that's too tight. Come on, get over there. A little tight. Yeah, they're at the Nitro compound. They got somebody making, it's not bad, customized TNC for the Nitro compound. Those quick, whatever they call it, the quick connect. So, you know, you got the base set and you don't have to worry about your mesh, and then you just do the top 4 screws, take your engine out, and then put it back in, and your mesh is the same as long as you don't change the teeth. It's not bad, but man, it feels a little loose. But yeah, he said he's getting them for even for the Mugen. Come on. There. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I like it. Traction fuels a bonfire starter. Wish Bones Brew was still making fuel. Yep, I never did get to try it. Seen lots of videos on people talking about how good it was, though. Nitro Flammable never tried to burn anything. Oh yeah. Quick change mounts, basically 2-piece engine mounts. Yep. Yeah, but he's got somebody custom making them, and they're engraving TNC on it. To ask yourself, if you just bought a brand new car, would you run 87 octane or the best you could buy? Shims are cheaper than engines, and longevity, I promise, it'll last long. So, when it comes to car engines, you should run what the manufacturer suggests on there. If the manufacturer says run 87, you should run 87. You don't want to run. You don't, because if it's just 87 and straight out the factory, the igniter, the ignition coil is set up for 87. You know, if you want to run hotter fuel, you need to get a hotter engine coil, or the igniter, whatever you call the, whatever gives you the spark. I think it's called the, I don't know. Some car guy helped me out, but yeah, you don't want to run 87 if it's not meant for it, because you're not going to burn it all. Your ignition's not hot enough. I learned that from Scotty Kilmer. Learned a lot of good car shit from that guy. Change your clutch even the same engine, you'll still have to remesh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it's, especially if it, I get what you're saying. It could set it up different. Depends on compression. Turbogenic says 87. I'm not doing it. Hey, I'm just telling you what the old school mechanic says. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, bro. And you know, if it calls for that higher, the premium, and you're running regular through it, you know, you're basically just, you're not going to get the horsepower that the sticker says that it should have. You know, it's still going to run. You're just not going to get that top performance out of it. But if you're running that high shit and your ignition's not hot enough for it, that's where you get that ping. So I would be careful with that. That chassis has been through hell. Scotty Kilmer is a joke. You know. And think whatever you want. All I know is I'm not a mechanic, so when I want mechanic advice, I'll go to a mechanic. Only advice I'm going to get is electrical advice. And here I am giving mechanical advice. I'm just telling you what they say. I mean, you know, they engineer cars for what the sticker says. You go changing shit, and that's when problems start happening. So, do what you want. Perfect. A tiny tick. Tiny, tiny tick. Alright, let's see if I put 87 gas can next to my car, it wouldn't run. It's 2 for 87 in the ECU. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Then you go and put that higher shit and it's not tuned for it, it won't burn it. Shims are the only difference in nitromethane oil content, different story. Right. You run that 94. Hope your ignition's hot enough for it. It will lean, knock, and detonate. Yeah. Boom killer full of shit. I don't know, man. I mean, just like when they fact check, I mean, what is proof? What, you know, I don't really give two shit. I mean, he's a Toyota guy. I'm a Toyota guy. He steers me right on the Toyota, so don't really care. I'm a mechanic. I can explain it. Yeah, Rinks, you get it. Have a good night, everybody. Take it easy, Bob. Have a good night, brother. Are you running a rear chassis skid plate? Yes. Going for the advice. We'll see what happens. Let's just say you don't want 87 because it was alcohol in it. Are you talking about with the ethanol? I mean, that's a different story altogether. I try and stay away from ethanol. If it says ethanol free, you know, it's usually what I'm going to go with, but you don't always have that option either. Especially when you're in Nebraska, because there's so many damn corn and ethanol plants. It's kind of like their state fuel. 110 BPM Baja stock 38C. My ignition on my turbo car is hot enough. It might be. Then again, I mean, it's a Genesis. lower the octane, the more combustion quality it has, the higher the number, the less. Basically, low octane with high cylinder pressure or timing causes pre-detonation. CBH, what's up? I love Toyotas. I drive a 94 pickup 4x4 extra cab, but the 22RE stick shift from the Tacomas. Hell yeah, man. I've always loved Tacomas, and I thought about getting one, but I wanted something I could travel, and I didn't want a camper shell, and I wanted my shit to stay dry. So I went with a RAV4. Great gas mileage. I got like 31 all the way out here on a 1,200-mile drive. So, yeah, I love Toyotas. Wife drives a 4Runner. Like we're a Toyota family. I'm a mechanic as well. So, are we talking about 5th Nitro or 1-to-1s? Nice Yoda. Yeah, both exactly. Run that turbo blue 110 in the Baja. I'd run whatever VP sent me. I think it said 95 octane on that bottle. Alright, now to adjust my exhaust a little bit. Yeah, this exhaust is way different than the Reds. Look how much longer that is. It's got a much bigger swoop in the head. And just going exhaust to exhaust. I think you guys can see that. Should a little bit longer, a little bit beefier. Apparently these pipes are high dollar. Tube looked like it was separating on the inside or something. I don't know. That was weird. There we go. It's weird how this tank's set up. Like it's got hooks for the fuel line down on the bottom. Like you're supposed to wrap it around it a couple times. And I just don't feel like putting that much damn fuel line in it. Carbureted TDI or port injection. So TDI, and that the direct injection. I don't remember what the T stands for. Something direct injection straight into the cylinder, right? And really should have 110s. Yeah, I know, but I couldn't find it. The buddy that runs Mugens also drives a RAV4. PGs are stellar. Got an 87 4Runner 2 plus an 88 4. Nice. Those are the good ones. What year did they start up? Basically, they took a Tacoma and put a shell on the back of it and turned it into a 4Runner. I don't remember what year they came out, like 84, 85. 86, something like that. Just means you need more nitrogen. Is that spring thing the only way to hold the exhaust pipe on? Yeah, so here this is held on with 3 springs around it, and then around the block these have 2. Some of them have 2 mediums like that just hook on the side. Some blocks don't have that, so you wrap 2 springs around it. Some only come with 1. Low octane fuel under boost it will buck the horse. Or it's supposed to be buck like a horse. It will tech knock and pull the wastegate. TDI. Oh, the TDI is diesel. I gotcha. I thought you were talking about like the what is it? Is it GDI? Gas direct injection. So originally, I think it was Volkswagen came out with that, or was it Volkswagen? Yeah, pretty sure it was Volkswagen. One of them, one of those German brands, and they were having issues with the valves carboning up because there was no fuel running across it as like a natural cleaner. So I don't remember who came out with it, but I know Toyota uses that, but they also use the regular old school injection through the valves to clean them. So like my car, when I fire it up, and there's a real high pressure fuel. What is it? High, like the fuel injectors. It's really high pressure on those GDIs. But like the Toyota, the newer Toyotas, anyways, they use both. It uses the direct injection for like performance and efficiency, but when it doesn't need it, it'll use the old school injection through the valves to keep them clean, keeps them from carboning up. T also means turbo diesel. Yep, makes sense. OS 2090 is low to mid. Awesome, thank you, Texas. I appreciate it, brother. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with us. Have a bad fuel tune. If that happens, won't go over 8 psi. GDI has Hyundai. I mean, GDI has Hyundai. Toyota D4S. What engine did you have before? The Reds R5R. And it was running the Reds. I can't see the number. Too much dirt and I'm a blind old guy. Yeah, I don't know what the number on it is, sorry. Sorry, this is either what was it, 2112 or 2113? There it is. 2112 with a short manifold. Direct injections, 3000 psi plus Mars. Yeah, it's high power. So like when the car starts up, you hear a tick, and it sounds odd, but it's just that it's just the way that high pressure is, and the way that I saw like a Toyota video where they were explaining it. But anyways, like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I'm probably sound like a dumbass even trying to talk about it. But I love my Toyota. I like this newer engine. I had a 2016, it's a 2020, and this one has, like, it's got more horsepower, better gas mileage. I like the way they've set it up. I have a pump in the tank and one in the engine that runs off the camshaft. Yeah, I don't know exactly what runs it, but yeah, they run off two different fuel pressures if they have direct inject and then the old school port inject, which is what I think Cheatham was trying to tell me. Dragon 4, I remember now. Yeah, the Dragon 4 is in the Techno. So I was driving that this weekend. But yeah, I ended up picking up this block, OS block, or Techno OS block, whatever you want to call it. So I'm getting it ready to run for this weekend. For those of you that missed the beginning, I put a new Reds force shoe clutch on it, and it says Gen 3 and it's black. So not the red one, like what would have been running on it. And then I got the ProTech 16 tooth clutch bell on it. For now, I'm going to take it easy, Lotus. Appreciate you, brother. Want to see something neat? 12 miles per gallon on E85 with a 12-gallon tank? No. Did you end up getting your Techno to jump without the nose dropping in the air? Yes. So one of the guys, actually the guy I got this from, set my ride height on both of them. Just like you guys, he's like, man, that thing's way off. And you could see the look in his face like, oh my God. And I was like, fix it up, bro. So he did. But yeah, so I actually quit running this one on Sunday because it's got too thick a fluid in it. And he's like, you don't have enough movement. He's like, you'd be best off just waiting until you change it. So I put it up and I got out the Techno, and man, I looked almost like a club racer. I looked like an amateur instead of, somebody who's never been on the track. So getting better, especially, the like they said, man, then you get a good setup on it. You actually can drive the car. Say engines now don't last anymore like they used to. I mean, true, they found out how to make more money off those, but you know, when it comes down to it, especially quality-wise and longevity, for me, Toyota's where it's at. So that's what I do. I mean, every car I've ever had has had issues, you know, throughout most of its life. And you know, my 2016, I had 135,000 on it. Never had one problem with it. The check engine light never came on. I don't even think it had a check engine light. It just, I don't know. Toyotas are just great quality. Who the hell decides, hey, let's put a rubber belt soaked in oil to drive the oil pump? Well, that's one thing I don't like about like Honda and their other brand, damn it, Acura. We used to have a, what was it, the Acura, is it the DMX? Or no, what the hell was it? The big SUV. God damn it, what the hell was that called? Anyways, they're big SUV, and we thought about getting another one, but it's got that rubber timing belt in it. And we're like, nah, we'll go Toyota. Support injected kits for the RS, the power level I would have to be at to need that much fuel as well. Nitros, we run RS. Tough as any engine I've ever seen. If anyone has a brain between the ears, with a little research and understanding and the advice we're giving, y'all be alright. We cool, man. I knew it could have been the right height. Sucks to drive when they try to front flip every jump. Yeah. So, and I adjusted the wing. You know, we did a lot of different things to it. Adjusted the right height, adjusted the wing. Those are probably like the two biggest things. Because I did some adjusting here on camera, but the guy like completely reset it. So I think the adjusting of the right height and maybe kicking that wing up, I don't know, because I didn't really try it before. MDX, thank you. Yep, we had an MDX. Some things are badass. It's like a racing SUV, man. One of the nicest vehicles I've ever been in. I just don't like the rubber timing chain. I hate that shit. These are not nitro engines, though. They're technically glow engines. Exactly, that run off of methanol, and then you put nitro in there to give it a boost. Yeah, good point. With the bigger injectors and pump to avoid the port injection kit. Yeah, I don't do much work on them. I just go with the stock stuff. I don't know anything about working on big cars. Yeah, that's a time, exactly, but you know, if you've got to change out a timing belt every 100,000 miles to make sure that your engine doesn't tear itself apart because it breaks, to me that's kind of that's a $700 to $1,400, $1,500 maintenance that you shouldn't have to do every 100,000 miles. Ford decided to use rubber belt for the oil pump in front of the timing chain. Yeah, I don't do anything Ford. I don't do anything domestic car wise. Unless I can't afford the real shit. I won't. All of them. Well, yeah, we had a Dodge. I've seen problems with all of them, and I'll take my chances with the Toyota any day. Haven't changed the guide so the chain isn't any better. I mean, right, but you'll start to hear it tick and knock, and then you can change it out. They don't break. I know they do, but they don't break like those rubber belts. And then on the rubber timing chain, they make it an interference engine. So to me, it's like, yeah, that's just a lose-lose situation. 85 is the best smelling pump gas ever. Yeah, but it's the worst thing for your engine, or the alcohol is. Method uncle didn't change the oil his Toyota Corolla for the last 7 years, 110,000 miles. Car just doesn't care. It runs great. I know somebody that had like a early to mid 90s 4Runner, and he's like, dude, I'm pushing like 25, 30,000 miles without changing the oil. Yeah, I hear you, man. They'll make a tick, they'll make a knock. Sometimes they'll run a little rough, burn a little oil, but they'll keep right on running. That's for sure. need to reset this guy. Put some Loctite on it so it don't fall out on me. Well, I think mode 2.5 is done. Yeah, it's way out of. It's done. Let's see. If it's new and shiny, someone will go buy it tomorrow. That's true. Fastest I've ever rode in a car was the small block 400 at 436, the Pro Charge 85 for the setup. I don't like ethanol. Say that alcohol ruins your engine. Guy I used to work with, we still both work for the same company, but he was on one of the jobs and he went out and got this fancy Mustang GT and all this fancy shit, and it sounded real loud and everything and blah blah blah. I don't even know that it runs right now. I think it's a 2019. Only had like 30-some thousand miles on it or something, 40-some thousand. I think it had like a fender bender or something from the previous owner. But we were always talking shit back and forth, and he got a couple of Fords and they're always breaking down on him. So he always agreed with me. Toyota was better, but he had to pull a fifth wheel, so he needed his F-250. That's what a lot of the guys do traveling. They pull fifth wheel campers around. Not me. I'd rather just get an apartment, not worry about all that stuff. I'm gonna do 56,000 miles on it. Third head gasket though. Put air piece does last time. Right, holes now. Nice. Oh shit. Yeah, I think before I put. Oh damn it! I should have turned that. Alright, I'm going to have to pull the carburetor out and adjust it. So I want it facing that way. Just did a Ford Lightning F-150 axle builder last month. It's on my channel. Nice. Okay. Come on, get on there. Somewhere right in that area. Our band's not strong enough to pull it back against that Savox. Savox, whatever you want to call it. It's alright, because I got more. And make sure we don't have a runaway. Damn it, I have to pop that off again. But what I think I need to do, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's kind of angled down. This right here. So what we're gonna do is set it right there. I think that looks better. Might be a little too much. Well, it's not going to be full throttle anyways. I think it needs that other one on it. Do you guys run waterproof servos or what? I like waterproof servos just because you never know. I don't do too much running in the water unless it's like one of my Savages. You know, something that's meant meant to be a basher. But I do like waterproof servos. I don't like the cleaning it up, so I don't do too much running in, the water or whatever. There we go. Now we ain't gonna have no runaway. And how these Savic servos are way overpowered for this car anyways. And then there's the failsafe. Maybe if I don't have the failsafe, so I've got it in full throttle, lose power, it's going to neutral. As long as those rubber bands don't break, we're good to go. Alrighty. Plug this back in. And then we'll get the air filter cleaned up and on it later. Probably doing tomorrow's show. Oh, what do we got here? I took the words out of my mouth. What did Travis say? Nothing is truly waterproof. I mean, true. Water resistant, not waterproof, but wash my car, the servo still in with no issues. Right. I mean, you submerge them underwater and leave them underneath there for a while. Water's gonna find its way in. Splash proof, dunk proof. Just like anything else. Water will find a way in regardless. But yeah. Anyways, Nick, you just use a water hose or what? Spray on cars a simple green, then hose, light fan on hose, but I air blow, dry my cars with the shop air. Yeah, then you want to be careful. You don't want to blow like water into the bearings, but yeah, hose them off with some high pressure air. And I mean, they got the air. Almost every track you go to has air set up, and then you can hose them off before you even leave. And I mean, you can get them looking, I don't know, like you just pulled them out of the tub. But anywho, yeah, these tires are pretty much shot. These tires would be good on-road tires. Just finish them off, trashing them in the road. But I'm gonna do the boil trick and try to save the rims. Rims are in good shape. Perfect nitro in all its glory. Yes, sir. Yeah, I really do enjoy the Mugen. Yeah, the guys at the track is kind of mixed. Half of them are really big into the techno, and then half of them are really big into the X-ray. And I mean, I like all of them. Those X-ray guys, they really do like their buggies though. So, I don't know. Like I said, if I had each one of them in my hand driving them, I mean, they say you could tell a difference in them. I would have fun regardless. But, if you're truly trying to race, I'm sure there's tricks and whatever with all of them, depending on your drive style and all that good shit. But X-Ray is coming around. They are hungry. Yeah, I mean the guys at the track are running that new was it XB something, brand new, and they're loving it. I mean they're absolutely loving it. I mean, so that AJ Schumacher I was telling you about, yes, but you're right. Any car is good. He loves it so much. He's basically sold off all the like he had just nothing but techno parts, and so you know he once the season's over, he doesn't like restock, but when he does next season, he's going to restock heavy on the X-Ray. But he said he's going to have, you know, the X-Ray, Techno, Mugen, Team Associated. He's going to try and have them all in stock. But like he's a huge X-Ray fan right now. X-Ray 8, XB825. If that's the newest one, yes, because I mean they're all about it. If I were to buy a new buggy, I would get the X-Ray. Yep. To me it doesn't matter whether it's the X-Ray or the MBX 8R or even the Techno 2.2. I mean, they're all good. I think a lot of it comes down to driving styles and how you have it set up. But, I mean, what do I know? I'm just a basher hobbyist, just learning. Oh, hell, guys, one more like. Give me that 20 mark if anybody forgot. Hit it. But I appreciate you guys. It was fun. We will be back tomorrow night doing it again, getting this thing completed, ready to go. Maybe even going over the Techno, checking it out. So I want to as well. What, get the X-Ray? Yeah, I don't blame you. I've always liked X-Ray, but I know that they're one of the more expensive ones out there for parts and stuff. Oh, thank you. Somebody hit me up. Appreciate that. Where's the Kyosho? Oh, it was one that I left in Kansas City. It's sitting on the shelf. I need to get it back out. I was planning on driving home for the 4th and bringing more stuff out here with me. But then plans changed and I ended up getting a plane ticket. I don't think they'll probably let me take it on the plane. Boo. They'll probably let me take it on the plane, but I'm not going to do it. But no, it's just sitting there looking pretty. But anyways, like I said, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Everybody have yourselves a good night. Hope to see y'all tomorrow night. Peace out. Much love. Peace.